All right, so we just got back from camping at Mecum Indy 2023. This is probably the 10th time that we've been to the Mecum Auction, specifically in Indianapolis. We love the event. It's over Lauren's birthday weekend, and she always says this is the only thing that she wants to do is go to Mecum. It's a great time. We love it. So the past 3 years we've camped right at Mecum. What's happening, guys?
We're going to Mecum, and we're gonna camp here. No, at Charlotte School.
No.
Like Charlotte from there. Like, I was like...
Hi. Are we ready?
Let's roll.
Don't worry, I'm gonna stop.
The event is held at the fairgrounds, which is really nice because your camp spot is probably, I don't know, 100 yards from the door. Now they have changed the way that the cars are positioned, so there used to be a parking lot where you could just go directly from your camper to the front door. Now that's kind of changed where you have to actually go around where the cars are outside. It's still not long. We always take our bikes, and I mean, we're to the front door in a minute, 2 minutes. If you're walking, it'll take 5 minutes. It's not long at all. But we really like it because you don't miss out on any of the auction. I mean, you can get there first thing in the morning. It opens at I believe 8 o'clock, and the cars start going through 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then you know, you can go back for lunch. You don't have to eat the food that's there on site, but you can go right back to your rig, have your own lunch. Kids can rest, change your clothes, do whatever you need to do, and I mean, you're right back to the auction 5 minutes later. It's just pretty cool. But we're gonna go this way to the entrance, get our badges, and go check things out. I think it does. A lot of the cars this year were pretty special. This one is called a McLaren Elva Roadster. It is pretty unique because, as you can see, there's no windshield. That car actually comes with helmets, and that's the color Pacific Color Stream. And it went for like 1.6 million, which I don't know those cars that well. To me, that's a lot of money. But somebody got a pretty cool car. Here you can see I'm showing the kind of Mecum merchandise. There's plenty of swag, plenty of merchandise. You know, Mecum's branding has really come a long way. Anywhere you go, people are handing you buttons that say Mission Mecum or My First Auction or whatever. It's really cool. This is a really neat car. It was built by Boyd Coddington, 2004. It's called the Lumitub Hot Rod. That car only went for $50,000, believe it or not. So there are deals to be had, you know, really unique cars. That 70 Boss 302, that only went for like 85. It was, you know, not a nut and bolt restoration, but very, very nice car. The variety of cars here is always what just blows my mind. I mean, Resto Mods, this is a 67 Mustang Fastback that's actually converted to a 68 Shelby Tribute, I guess you'd say. It was nice. It was a good car, and gosh, I think that car only went for $100,000 maybe. I mean, you couldn't begin to build that car for $100,000, and you know, not all of it was 10 out of 10 and all that, but still a car you could take anywhere and people would just freak out. I mean, the detail on a lot of these cars is over the top. Some of them are there, just you can tell the cars that are built to sell. Maybe the average person wouldn't really be able to pick out a lot of things, but the car people can truly look at them and say, hey, you know, they skipped here, or they didn't do this right, or whatever the case. Usually the price reflects that. Things that go cheap, it's usually for a reason. We really enjoyed the bike path that goes on the Monon Trail. This goes behind where you camp there. at the fairgrounds. It goes all the way into downtown Indianapolis, and then it continues north. It's a very nice path. There's people on it almost all the time, running, walking, riding bikes. Another really cool thing to take advantage of while you're there. And talking about the things that Mecum does to incorporate kind of the whole family, Dodge is there. They have a fleet of Hellcats, and that's Chargers and Challengers, in which they will take you for a ride. They have a little track. They'll do a blast to, I don't know how fast you get to, but if you feel like a rocket ship, then they take you around a little auto course and back again. And that's completely free. You stand in line, which isn't long at all. You get a free T-shirt. You get to learn about, the vehicles. Of course, it's a marketing thing for them, but it's really cool. The kids just absolutely loved it. And again, just another unique feature there at this event. The 68 GTX 440 4-speed was absolutely beautiful. It only got to 59,000. The 69 Camaro twin turbo LS 6-speed. This car was over the top nice. I didn't care for the green, but it was very, very well done. All this 67 GT500, 428 Police Interceptor 4-speed, Night Mist Blue. This was the car that allegedly had only 17,000 original miles. Of course, it was all, restored at this point. But you talk about just a beautiful, beautiful restoration. This is an example of a car that was not built to sell. I mean, I guarantee you they had a lot more money in this car than what they sold it for. Even at that, I mean, this car brought close to 300,000. I think it was 290 with fees. So now the staging area, this is probably my favorite part of the whole auction. There's buildings with, Friday cars, Saturday cars. There's tents with Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, on and on. But the staging area is really unique because you can walk through just like this. See a Charger, Boss 429 convertible, Tribute, 71 Cuda convertible Hemi Tribute. The variety, again, it's just it blows your mind. And the coolest thing about it is you get to the end of this staging area. I believe there's maybe 10 lanes of cars. By the time you get to the end of that, the cars in the front are moving forward, and they're bringing in new cars. So you can just about walk to the back, then walk all the way back to the front, and there's all new cars. And it's cool. Not only you get to see the cars up close, but to hear them run and see them move is just a whole nother experience than just staring at them. This Yanko here, the 69 Yanko 427 automatic, maybe heard it a little bit. 225, no sale. But beautiful stuff. The things in this room, I don't know what they call this room, but this is like maybe the feature cars. This is where the Black Ghost was featured. They had a video playing about it. Here's a Hemi Superbird that sold for 600,000. Good money. Here's the kind of the more the collectible stuff, neon signs, automobile. What do they call it? Good stuff. There's fun stuff in here. This is the place where I could maybe afford to buy something, but usually not. It's all expensive. This is a very special car called the Foose Hemisphere. I don't know, the real car enthusiasts will remember these, but there was like a green one, there was this red, and I think there was a blue, but that car that car looked like it was built yesterday. So there's just a nod to the craftsmanship of that car. But 300,000 it went for. This car is super special, 67 GT350. I hate the word perfect when talking about cars, but this car was perfect. I mean, every nut and bolt looked like brand new. Everything was correct. The paint was 10 out of 10. The way, the chrome, the trim, the stainless, everything was as better than original, I would say. what makes this car especially unique is that it was one of the 33 cars that came with the Paxton supercharger. So that's pretty cool. Here you can see the Black Ghost tribute car that Chrysler's producing. I believe they're only making 300, 200. It's cool. It's a tribute to the original 70 Black Ghost, which was, again, one of the main features there at Mecum, and you can look up all you want about the story of it, but the short version is police officer, Green Beret, Purple Heart recipient, really neat guy. His name was Godfrey Qualls. He ordered a 1970 Hemi Challenger, brand new in 1969. He wanted the SE package. He got the Gator Grain top. One of the coolest things to me, seeing that car there, it was all original, of course, was it had a trailer hitch on the back. This guy, you know, he was a family man, and as the legend goes, he would only get that car out at night to go street racing. He would race, he'd beat everyone, put it back in the garage. No one would see the car for, you know, sometimes 2 months, 3 months. So no one truly knew who owned the car, but it was a motorcycle policeman, and he would get out and have his fun, put it away until the next day. So, pretty neat story. LS cars, Shelby. There's modern stuff, modern Broncos, modern Shelbys. The variety is pretty good. Cuda convertible, Mach 1 race car, the 50s Vats. Late model stuff. I bet you there were 20 C8s there. Handful of new Z06s. Handful of new supercars. I mean, it's cool. If you like cars, it's the place to go. Alright, so it's only about 7:30. There was a 50% chance of rain. This is what's happening. I'd say we got all 50% of the rain. I have the awning all the way in. Well, on the closest notch in. The bikes are under cover. Look at the mat. Look at this. Gosh, look at this. So I'm going to give it about an hour, and then probably fold the awning up. That's all we can really do. When you camp here, it's really nice because you're, again, at the fairgrounds. So there are things that you might not even realize. There's a bike path that goes right behind you. It goes all the way into downtown Indianapolis. Right there at the fairgrounds, there are animals. What's your name?
My name is Mimi, and my name is Cooper. I heard a big one.
Good. There are pigs. We visited the pigs almost every night. There was a quarter midget track that was literally right next door. We got to ride over to that and kind of get the scoop on what happens there. It's just great. It's a really enjoyable way to take part in an experience that you already know you love. This is the main auction area. This is where all the excitement is. We always have a lot of fun, but just to sit and watch the cars is pretty awesome. They give you a book that actually shows every day what's selling. It shows pictures and details of the cars. You can make notes in the book. That's been something in the past, not so much now with the kids, but in the past when we were able to just sit and watch the whole auction, it was fun to, jot your notes, jot what things sold for, and yeah, it's nice. It's just a nice little nice little thing that they do. You don't have to sit there and stare at your phone and what lot are they on and what's coming up. You just look at that book the old school way, and it's a nice touch. So anyway, to conclude, I would strongly recommend attending a Mecum auction. You know, register to bid. It's $200, but if you pay per session, at least in the past, you get to $200 anyway. Register to bid. You're not limited so much as to where you can go, what you can see. You know, to actually go down there on the main floor with your bidder badge is pretty cool. Even if all you do is buy popcorn for the day, it's fine. Go and have fun, and tell them that Aaron sent you. Just kidding. Don't tell them that I sent you. That's not really gonna help either of us. But you can anyway. Hopefully we'll see you there. If you see us, give a shout or a beep or a wave or whatever, and we'll catch up down the road. Take care.